Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, call halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Qadash. Once again, double honors go out to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. I'd like to send salutations out also to the fellow Akim that are out there on the highways and byways. Alright, pushing this truth across the four corners of the earth. Or I should say the truth across the four corners of the earth. While we're trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect. This is Naaman with the DC Camp Great Millstone. And, well, back for another video. And in this one, you're starting to hear it from more and more women. That would be from Jake, that are fed up with these people that are set up to so-called represent them. And in that I'm talking about these celebrities, these entertainers that are just ghetto. Alright, they promote the worst of human behavior. You notice that's only directed towards our people. You don't see this pumped into other communities. There's got to be a reason for that. Alright, so it's a lot of things that go into this. Hey, you got to look at the big F in the room, and that's feminism. Alright, and this goes way back. This just isn't a product of the 60s. This is that hard-headed, rebellious, alright, Judite woman. I mean, this goes all the way back to Genesis 3rd chapter. Alright, up to Isaiah, the 3rd chapter. I mean, this is why the curses on her in particular, but on us as a nation. Alright, this goes all the way back to Adam and Eve. Alright. Yes. Eve always listening to anybody else but her own. You know, it's indicative of the nation as a whole and her in particular. Alright, it's so easy. She makes it so easy to divide and conquer. This man has stood, the man I'm talking about, is this so-called white man, this Edomite. Alright, has it in for us in particular because he sold his birthright to us. Alright, to Jacob. To understand what's going on now, you have to go back. Alright, we're just going to go back as far as Genesis 25th chapter. Alright, two brothers, Jacob and Esau, were born. And he gives you a description of the two that still, alright, applies to this day. Alright, and it goes into Jacob, you know, where it tells you there where he was a plain man, meaning he was, alright, he had everything going for him within himself. He didn't need, you know, he chose to dwell, you know, in other words, to chill, like we would say today. Alright. Esau, which you know as the so-called white man, was out there in the mountains, and a man of the field and all that. That's him to this day. Alright. But she just loves listening to him. That's representative of that saying, that serpent in the garden. She just loves to be rebellious. And it's so easy to yeah. She made it so easy. A lot of the things that they've done to us, they couldn't have done without going through her. I hope you realize that. But let's go ahead and roll the video. I don't want to take too long on this video for time's sake. Alright, because he's going to go in here. Well, actually, both of them. but this one Jake woman in particular, hey.
You're starting to see more and more women come out against Sexyy Red. Now we know Sexyy Red is, pretty popular. Sexyy Red is the epitome of
There's nothing sexy about it.
We all know some ratchet people in the black community. We know the Sexyy Red in just about every city in America. But here's the thing. Sexyy Red and those who are ratchet like that usually are in certain neighborhoods, in certain environments. They're not platformed in the mainstream. And what you're starting to see, even some black women are starting to see this now and say this, is that this woman should not be platformed on the mainstream because, like the old Canon commercial with Andre Agassi, image is everything.
Image is everything.
I hate that Sexyy Red. I promise you, I hate that girl. I hate her. I hate her. I wish somebody would make a diss record against her. I think I'm about to write a diss. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like, she be single-handedly playing in y'all face. And I said to myself, who the f*** is her fan base? This is why I hate when y'all listen to her music. Like, y'all keep saying, like, yeah, man, but the beat hit.
Little kids.
Let me tell you something. Every time I hit it in my mind,
And this is done on purpose. It's no accident.
She's detrimental to the black community. I know she influencing young girls to pop they hoping for a baby. I know that's what it. And in the same breath, she's influencing these young girls to be ratchet, nasty, and trifling. And then she's telling y'all that y'all got carpet hair. So not only is she's influencing y'all to do that, but she's also insulting y'all at the same time.
To your face.
I promise you. I hate the fact that social media make everybody famous. I hate this. That's why every time I see one of my sisters going down on it, I repost, share, like, comment as much as I can. As much as I can. If y'all women up here got younger girls, okay, and within their teenage years, please talk to your girls. Please talk to your teenagers about this. Make sure you tell them that this is not the way to go because that's her fan base. Because everybody that I talk to don't really like her.
What y'all don't know about Sexyy Red, her management is, the folks.
Yep.
That, right?
The JOOs.
Black people managing her. And we're seeing.
Let me pause it a second, because why do you think that is? You gotta understand, they know who we are, and therefore, their focus is on everybody believing and coming to the conclusion that we are a bunch of degenerates, and therefore we cannot be, alright, the real Hebrew Israelites. So they're coming after the head tribe first, that is Judah. Alright, but all these prophecies, see, they're in panic mode now. Alright, because what's going over there in the middle, had to catch myself, in Western Asia, so-called Middle East, alright, it's putting more of a magnifying glass on them. See, it's the Most High, the puppet master behind all this. Alright? So, everyone's like, and he has succeeded in bringing the Arab nations, Ishmael, together. Alright? Like no time before. Because they were all fragmented. You going through hell, fuck you. But now, they're like, oh, hold on here. Everybody's seen the hypocrisy of the West, and they know these two, that Israel and America are, two peas in a pod. And it's like everybody else is trying to distance from them. Hold on now. But again, this is prophecy. This is Ezekiel 37. Well, that too, and 38 more specifically. All right, but he is bringing the tribes together, northern and southern kingdoms. But as far as what's going on over there, well, hey, Ezekiel 38 and 39. All right, all these prophecies are popping off. Yes, we're almost there. But back to this, I don't want to get too far off. But yeah, because here it is. This is, man, you're talking about slander, you're talking about libel, Alright, and we can go to, let's go here. On a whole, I mean, super size. Alright. But this is what he does. Alright, let's see. Oh no, why did I say that? The hell? Salaki. I need Psalms. But this is what he's done. And our people, largely out of ignorance, and sadly, some that, you know, they go along knowing full well what they're doing. This is because what they're doing, these JOOs, and pretending to be us, they've used our book as a weapon against us. These people are Talmudists. It has nothing to do with the scriptures. All right? And you have to wonder, you know, our people, if you would take the time and put forth the energy that you do and all this other bullshit and sit down and read, but you know, that's really asking a lot of Jake, because like the saying goes, you want to hide something from Jake, you put it in a book. Alright, but this is Psalms 15:16 says, but unto the wicked, alright, because he's again pretending to be us. All this is done to keep us, or try to keep us from waking up, but it hasn't worked. But unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Meaning it has nothing to do with you. Seeing thou hatest instruction, which the so-called white man does, this Edomite, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, then thou consentest with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest, hold on, thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself. It's like the scriptures say, he's long-suffering, right? And he's allowing these things because not only are we being punished, but them being the wicked, all these things are being allowed to stack up, and stack up, and stack up, and stack up. You know, iniquity, sin upon sin. Alright? But that should be a ding, 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 because go to Hebrews 12th chapter, starting at 6. Alright? When you go to 2nd Maccabees 6th chapter, starting at 12 on down to around 16, it's telling you, when he comes to us, he punishes us. Alright? Right then and there. Alright? But for the heathen, for the wicked, alright? No, it's a purpose for that. For your own children, this is what you do. Alright? And it tells you, Hebrews 12, alright, that for those that aren't chastised as such, ye are bastards. What is a bastard? Alright? It's one without a father. In this case, you know, we're talking about on a spiritual level. There's no connection. Going back to Genesis 4th chapter, verse 14, I believe it is. That was that falling out of favor. That line right there. Alright, it says, but I will reprove thee and set them in order before thine eyes. And that's what's happening now. He's setting us in order before these devils' eyes. Alright? And the ones that are able to see this are scared shitless. Alright? Going to Revelation chapter 11. Alright? Verses 7 and 8 on down. Alright? Back to the video.
Seeing the things that she's doing, she's really like a minstrel show.
It is.
At this point, you know, because at least
it's a modern day minstrel show. Actually, that never stopped, to be honest with you. Because in some kind of way, this is what they're able to do. They'll find Jake. It's something the late actor, he just passed away not too long ago, Louis Gossett Jr. said way back in the day. He See, Hollywood figured out a long time ago that they could always find, and I'm not going, you know, for what a Jake that's principled, they could find so many that weren't, and that would do what they wanted. And he was talking about Hollywood. All right.
Kim was out there. Look, Kim was out there for her time. Yes, she was. But she was not like Sexyy Red. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say this much. You used to think Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B was, oh my God, they were so out there. But Sexyy Red tops them. She made them look like they almost not wholesome, but definitely a step, below it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. And then those who's coming behind Sexyy Red is even worse than what Sexyy Red is doing. And what it's going to take, ladies, especially you're going to have to wholesale reject that. Let me tell you why you're going to have to reject a Sexyy Red. It's because that woman's image is being laid upon you. Now, you may say, I ain't got nothing to do with that kind of image. I'm not ratchet like that. I'm not doing this sort of thing. You're 100% right. You're not doing it. But I want y'all to notice something. Where is the non-black equivalent of a Sexyy Red that's being platformed?
There you go.
I want y'all to pay attention to this. Where is it? Now, they have women like that in every community, don't get me wrong. But why don't they platform like they do with Sexyy Red or any other black woman? Because it's an agenda of the music industry to make sure to always...
And the ones that run it. And ultimately what they're after, all right, again, knowing who we are, I want you to see if you can guess. Ultimately what they're after, remember, when you go into how do you keep a people down? There's a whole psychology behind it. All right, keeping you demoralized, keeping you in that. Look at the condition of the neighborhoods. It's like you go to the enemies, the oppressors. You got manicured lawns, and everything has to be in order. As soon as you cross a certain line, it's like in the spirit of the smells, the trash, the death and decay, and it's that spirit. It's a big contrast there, and that's allowed to fester like that. Why? So all kinds of things that come into play in this, and they have studied this, they've studied us. All right. Bottom line, our people as a whole, being under the curses here, we've never had a chance to heal. A lot of our people are so demoralized, so, what's the word I want to use? So into this system, so far gone in trying to keep up with the Joneses, follow this capitalist agenda, dog eat dog. What it is, they keep you running from pillar to post to the point where you don't want to even know who you really are. You're just content with being, I'm black. You're just become a copper top. You're just a cog in the wheel. And it's sad because knowing who you really are, all right, a color, what the fuck is that? African, what the fuck is that? When you understand what the word means, what the fuck is that? That's not a nationality. They got you. Now you're more apt to do what I want you to do. Even when it comes down to shit like this, ultimately this is what they want. it says, train up a child, this is Proverbs 22:6, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. They're showing this creature here, Sexyy Red. You can look up the videos on YouTube, going to these schools, and they're showing videos of these young girls, barely older than toddlers, dancing to her fucking music. Reciting the words to those wicked ass songs. It's an agenda, like you said.
Women who are just as ratchet or even more.
Yeah.
Sexy Red.
Yep.
But they want platform.
Nope.
They want platform. They'd rather have Taylor Swift be their representation, not someone like Sexy Red. Even though they got the same kind of people in their community. Any group, you name it. They got the same things going on, but they want platform. This system in America is all about trying to do something to use the most worst of the worst image of a black American person to put them on Front Street. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't see that, or they don't care about it, and they go ahead and do that. Listen, after they done with Sexy Red, and trust me, she got a shelf life.
Yep.
They're going to move on and find somebody else who's willing to take that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it 100. But it's going to take the sisterhood to take a stand against that image. Look, notice the brothers. Notice how brothers talk about Pookie and Ray Ray and say, hey, man, we don't like that old thug image. We don't like this, we don't like that. Why? Because it's dangerous. Especially to us black men. It's dangerous for that kind of thing. We want images of us that are good, right? And even the rappers today that you have, yeah, they do these little things, but they're not thugged out like they used to be. And we always gonna call out Pookie and Ray Ray. Hey, we don't like that dude. We don't like what he got going on. We don't like his image. You got a dude out here selling out. We say, hey man, we don't like that sell out, man. We get that. We don't care if it's another black man. But yeah, it's gonna take more and more women to come out forcefully against this woman. Because trust me, if y'all come out forcefully against this woman, stick to it. Trust me, her popularity will drive real quick. It really is. I'm sorry. I mean, everything's about field. Okay, some things, okay, yeah, the beats and those beats are nice. Yeah, the producers, but Sexy Red can't rap. I mean, think about it. She cannot rap. Let's call it what it is. You say, okay, Sexy Red rap against Nicki Minaj, right? Nicki Minaj can rap. She actually can. She can freestyle very well. Not say, okay, Sexy Red, go ahead and do the same. She can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Nicki, Nicki is, done things Nicki has done, but like I said, she makes Nicki look tame. The things that she do and say, it's filled with degeneracy. And we as a community got to stand against that crap. The Sexy Reds of the world. And the people behind her, too. You can't just put it all on Sexy Red. You got to also go after the people behind her. That record label, that management, that's pushing that mess. The other day, there was a video that, of course, she do something that goes viral. That she was sitting in some mock thing, looked like the Oval Office, and she had like simulating a white man, giving her, head or whatever, right? And I'm like, she don't think like
trying to be the female version of Bill Clinton, I guess. Why would you? Let's let him.
This isn't like. I'm like, come on. Even if you're a ratchet, don't you got a limit? I know some people who ratchet like.
Let's look at that word because I think it has origins in Louisiana. All right, let's go to ratchet. Slang. Ratchet is a slang term in American hip-hop culture that, in its original sense, was a derogatory term used to refer to an uncouth woman. It may be a Louisianan dialect form of the word wretched. In the 2000s to 2010s, the word became loosely connotative of denoting confidence, defiance, ferocity, or otherwise being descriptive of actions displaying boisterous and unruly behavior, similar to that of the male archetype bad boy. When attributed to a person, it is primarily used in street slang and is popular among African American women. Depending on if such actions are purposeful or not, the term may be positive or derogatory. Alright, guess which one? Alright. History. Ever since the late 90s, rappers from Shreveport, Louisiana have used the term in their songs Usage of the term is recorded early as 1992 by Pimp C in the song I'm So Bad from the album Too Hard to Swallow. It was used again in 1998 in rapper E40's Lieutenant Roast a Botch track from his album The Element of Surprise. The word also appears in publication in 1999 with the song Do the Ratchet on the album Ratchet Fight in the Ghetto by Anthony Mendigo from Shreveport, Louisiana. Mendigo reportedly learned the term from his grandmother. In 2004, Lil Boosie, in conjunction with Mendigo, recorded a new version of Do the Ratchet. Alright, usage in its original U.S. sense. Alright, hold on. The term referred to an uncouth woman. It may be a Louisiana dialect form of the word ratchet. Wretched, excuse me. So let's look up wretched. Alright. Slocky. In a deplorable state of distress or misfortune, miserable. Characterized by or attended with misery or woe. Of a poor or mean character, dismal. Well, shit. Black will go right along with that. You see what's... man. The term has since been extended to have broader meanings and connotations and is no longer strictly bound by race or gender. Alright. The term gained popularity in 2012 through music artists and celebrities. Alright, it has been used in ways similar to the word ghetto. Ratchet can be used as an adjective, noun, or verb. Alright, and so on and so on. Reclamation, it says the word has evolved, really, to have many different meanings, and it can have either a positive or negative connotation, whatever. I think you get it. Alright, so, let's see. We already covered wretched. Yeah. Very unfortunate condition or circumstance, miserable, pitiable. Alright. Why would you want what's wow.
Nah, I'm not doing no crap like that. They even got their limits, right? So she even taking it to a level that even some ratchet people don't even take it to. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of these women are coming out against this woman now. Because she's making the sister's image look bad.
Yeah,
and they get to call out. So,
that ship sailed a long time ago.
I mean, hey, a lot of people can't stand her, but they keep watching her. As long as people keep watching her, unfortunately, they're going to platform her. You don't want her around it.
Why? Because making money, and that's what these JOOs are about. Jake is about making money. Don't care what it costs. Not looking down the road. Alright. That's these people, these the vile ones. We can go into Isaiah 32nd chapter, starting at verse 5. All right, 5, 6, and 7, I think it is. All right, the liberals. These are the ones. These are the elites. These are the ones that have set these things in motion, work behind the scenes. All right, they know exactly what they're doing. Jake doesn't get it until down the road sometime, and the conscience fucks with them. All right, and then they end up. You see them all tattooed up like motherfucker in the circus. Alright, because they done some wicked shit. And they can't handle it. Alright. Man. Let's see what else I can. I was thinking what else I had. I think that is it. But like I said, these prophecies, that's the good thing, because let me go back to the scriptures here. We're in the time now. This devil, like I said, he knows he's going down. It's a beautiful thing to see, but just remember, we're coming into more dangerous times because of that. And I'll end it with this, I think. This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25, verse 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy, and the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that hath joy of his children, which you can't have here. Really, you can't. And he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy. That's the time, alright, that we're in now. Remember Yahweh Shai back in the day when he walked the earth, Luke 10 and 18. Let's get that. When he was talking to the disciples. Alright, hold on. This is Luke 10 and 18. And he says, and this is Yahushua, he says, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. That heaven is talking about his rulership. Alright. And the Satan, when you go to Revelation 12, alright, because that's also what's going on here. Alright. This woman in this chapter here is talking about us, it's talking about Israel. Alright, and the devil and Satan, the dragon here is talking about the devil and Satan is talking about the so-called white man, the Edomite. And this is what he's been doing. This is Revelation chapter 12 verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now has come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our God and the power of his Son, Yahushua Mashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. That's what's happening to him now. I just read Luke 10 and 18, right? For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accuse them before our God day and night. How does he do that? His philosophy, his doctrine, his wine, his democracy, part of that. Alright, and since our people are prisoners here, alright, he's got to make us look. And you've got people from other countries that don't imitate the so-called black woman. From the wife of the president of Nigeria recently in a speech, and I believe it was in our who was it that did the video, and they showed in one of the islands down there, one of the, was it Jamaica? They were, cleaning up some, getting debris out of the road, and one of the little girls, she went out there, and once she saw the camera, she started going, trying to twerk. And the mother said, It might have been Apostle Bar's video, now that I think of it. Alright. Yeah, so the word is out. And they've used the American so-called black woman to broadcast that shit out there. Actually, it's the culture itself, so that would be male and female, but the women, taking it to another level. Alright, so with that, hopefully everyone who views this is edified. I like to remind everyone about the power of prayer and fasting. So that's all I had with this one. Sexy Red. All those like her. Alright, male and female. You got a heavy judgment coming. I personally can't wait to see it. So with that, until next video, shalom.